News, the one to watch.
Right now on WJCL 22 Morning News, an 18-year-old stabbing victim is leaving a legacy behind. His family is donating his organs. How his decision could save lives and touch countless others. Plus, an elderly couple is in the hospital after their car was struck by a train. Their condition and how first responders helped get them out safely. And the Statesboro mayoral election is underway. We're sitting down for coffee with the candidates, bringing you a look at what each candidate has to say. But first, let's see what it looks like outside on your Saturday morning. Oh, can't beat that view. Gorgeous start to your Saturday there in downtown Savannah. I just love those blue skies. And thank you so much for starting your day with WJCL 22 Morning News. Good morning. I'm Lydia Blackstone here with meteorologist Melissa Hall. And you were saying earlier that this is the coldest fall morning that we've had to date.
Yeah, it is, and you'll realize it as soon as you step outside because we got some 30s out there. Can you believe it's already November?
That live look we took is a little deceiving. It looks like it could be a summer day, but
Absolutely.
It's not.
Yeah, no. And it's going to be a little deceitful, but we do get back to 70, and this forecast is actually really nice. We're close to 80 by next weekend, my friend.
Love to see it.
Yes. Right now, we are looking live there on Broughton Street at that red carpet. Are you in town visiting for the film festival? Well, welcome to our beautiful area. You see how beautiful it's going to be in that shot that we showed you just a second ago. Now, plenty of sunshine. Fortunately, here's some more good news. Not only do we have lots of sunshine today, we're not going to have a lot of wind. And I say that's good news because look at how chilly it is. You don't want to have a wind chill going on when you've already got temperatures in the mid 30s to upper 30s and low 40s across the area. Tybee, you're showing off already, back into 51 so far. And today, going to be a great day, even though we have that chilly start. A much milder forecast coming our way. Upper 60s for a daytime high. Now it's going to be cooling off quickly. And today, well, it's going to be the last day we have that sun setting at the 6 o'clock hour. We are gaining an hour of sleep and that clock is falling back. And like I said, those temperatures are going to be rising. I got a lot to show you coming up in your full forecast.
All right, thank you, Melissa. The 18-year-old who was stabbed outside of a Chatham County Walmart is having his organs donated. The Health and Resources Services Administration says every organ donor can save 8 lives and help up to 75 more. That's why his family has chosen to donate his. JT Schroeder was wheeled into Memorial Health's intensive care unit on Friday morning. Hospital staff, including his doctors, they lined the halls as they honored him. We talked to the hospital's chief of trauma services about the teen's legacy.
This young 18-year-old had the foresight to be able to, put that on his driver's license so that he could be an organ donor, which not too many 18-year-old kids have that foresight to do.
Dr. Dunn says the waiting list for organ transplants in Georgia is over 3,000, but he says it's too soon for them to have found a match for the teen's organs. Police have arrested and charged a man with the murder of JT after last week's deadly stabbing at the Walmart on Whitmarsh Island. WJCL 22 News' Tia Maggio spoke with the victim's family, and she was there the moment that they learned an arrest had been made.
The suspect has been arrested, and he has been charged with felony murder.
Rightfully so. That might have just made my day.
An emotional father, hearing the words he's been waiting for. Police say 48-year-old Delano Middleton is now charged with murder in the deadly stabbing of JT Schroeder at a Walmart on Whitmarsh Island.
Got over there as fast as I could and saw blood everywhere. He was literally stabbed over 10 times until he finally bled out and died.
Investigators say the attack began after Schroeder kicked Middleton's shopping cart, but his father says that story doesn't add up.
My son was never, ever confrontational unless he was confronted first.
Court records show Middleton has a violent past, including arrests for aggravated assault, battery, and weapon charges in 2021 and 2023. As for Schroeder, he has since been on life support. Dozens of his friends visit both him and his family every day. wearing clothes, stickers, and pictures in his honor.
There'll be nobody that can be like JT. Like, he was so different, and I don't think I'll ever meet anybody like him ever again.
He loved everyone, and like every single person in this room, he would die for them.
A circle of prayer as loved ones prepare to say goodbye.
We are all going to rally behind him, and we're just going to be there for him.
Long live JC!
I love you.
And Middleton is being held at the Chatham County Detention Center. No court date has been set yet. Over in Appling County, an elderly couple is in the hospital after their vehicle was hit by a train. Officials say the vehicle was traveling south on Pretense Road and didn't get out of the way when the train came through. The impact then knocked the car off the tracks, causing it to overturn and then catch fire. A deputy on the scene, along with a volunteer firefighter and a bystander, were able to get both people out safely, and both of those victims were flown to a nearby hospital. The Savannah Fire Department responded to a structure fire last night on MLK Jr. Boulevard and West 33rd Street. It happened just before 7:30, and crews put the flames out about 20 minutes later. No one was inside at the time, thankfully, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. Work is underway to bring more affordable housing to South Carolina. Governor Henry McMaster held a signing ceremony for a new law on Thursday. The Tax Increasement Financing Act allows redevelopment authorities at former federal military installations to use TIF funds to support projects. Officials say the change will help finish housing developments in about half the time they first expected. Next week, Chatham County neighbors are invited to a free seminar. It's learned how to protect themselves from financial scams. According to the Chatham County Police Department, scams have cost locals more than $4 million so far this year. Recovering that money stolen is often impossible. On Thursday, experts will share their advice to spot those red flags, protect your money, and what to do if you are targeted. It'll be held at 6:30 p.m. at the Bible Baptist Church on Skidaway Road. The Statesboro election for mayor is underway. WJCL 22 News' Kirsten Maselka is sitting down for coffee with the candidates. You've heard from Raymond Harris. Now she's talking with mayor candidate Jonathan McCollar.
At Cool Beans Espresso Bar, I sat down with Statesboro Mayor Jonathan McCollar to talk about his bid for a third term in office.
The major factor in me deciding to run again is I believe that we still have a lot of work to do. Over the past 8 years in the city of Statesboro, we've seen a tremendous amount of progress. But what I came to the realization was is that we're still at the precipice of becoming that city that we are going to be. Kate.
If you could put in your top 3 priorities, if you were elected to another term, what would those be?
Well, first and foremost, it's got to be fighting poverty. Even though we've reduced it by 30%, we still have a long ways to go to continue to get more jobs into this area. The number 2 thing that we're going to really focus on is making sure that we're going to continue to attract better paying jobs to this area. The more better paying jobs come in, the more families we're able to lift up out of poverty. The next thing that I really want to focus in is that we have to really continue to invest into our young people. The difference between me and anyone that has ever held this office is that I actually went and earned a master's degree in public administration. So I understood how government worked before I came into the office. You could clearly see in my opponent's mailers that he has no idea how government works. What we're telling folks is that you need a mayor that understands where we are, how the office works, and has a vision.
If there is a voter out there who's undecided right now, what would you say to them to convince them to vote for you?
This is what I would say is Mayor McCollar will put his record of service up against anyone that's ever held this office before. Under our leadership, our city has seen an economic boom. Under our leadership, we've seen a drastic reduction in crime. Under our leadership, we've seen an investment into young people. Under our leadership, the city of Statesboro downtown has seen historic investment, and we have become a thriving city.
In Statesboro, Kirsten Maselka, WJCL 22 News.
Thank you, Kirsten. And today we'll bring you both of the candidates' perspectives on key issues for Statesboro.
Let's take a look at traffic track 22. Have you been visiting our area and you're heading out to the airport today? Well, we don't have any problems for you. So as far as your drive times go, it's going to take you just under 20 minutes to make it from downtown Savannah out to the airport today. If you're in the Hilton Head area, making that southward trek, 49 minutes. And coming in from Hinesville, 43. You see that green on I-95 and I-16. That is common across the entire area.
All right, good to see green. Thank you, Melissa. Coming up after the break, early voting is already underway ahead of Tuesday's election. We'll break down how national issues could end up impacting local voters. Plus,
courts are now ordering the Trump administration to continue paying SNAP benefits, but Americans may still see some disruptions. I'm Jackie DeFusco in Washington with the pain from the government shutdown that's mounting 1 month in.
And a live look from Chatham Parkway Toyota shows you the beautiful morning that we have, and it's going to be a gorgeous afternoon. It is cool though, stepping outside, low 40s, some of us in the 30s, but we're back close to around 70 for a daytime high, and daytime highs want to get close to 80. I'm going to have all the details right after this. Check out your certified most accurate forecast anytime though. All you need, the WJCL 22 News app.
Your news, weather, and Savannah's hip hop and throwback on G100.